Well, most leaders are taught from school about profit and loss. I mean, that's what you learn in business school. When you're profitable, you're more successful. When you're more profitable, you're very successful. But I mean, that's not the only gauge to being successful in a modern company. With the transparency that exists today and the way people are engaging with brands, they want to know that the people that they're engaging with, or the company they're investing their hard-earned money with, is creating happiness. It's treating their people well, it's treating their customers well, because there's so much transparency now. People shop differently, people consume differently, people do research differently before they spend their money. I own the company, we're independent, and we've become the largest in our space in the world, but our competitors are huge holding companies. And very early on, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to outspend them, I had to outsmart them. And so I had to focus on things, because anything we did, they could do it twice as fast and probably better, because they could just spend more money, put more resources around it. And so as an entrepreneur coming up, especially in our development phase, we had to be really smart. And one of the things I knew that we could do is create a connection with our customers that transcended what we do. And it wasn't just about travel anymore, it was about creating a purpose and a relationship with our customers that didn't exist, and that other companies couldn't do no matter how much money they threw at it. And that, that was really been the success for us of being able to outsmart instead of outspend, quite large companies in the tourism industry to kind of rise to the ranks and become something that, I think in our industry the world's never seen. 10 years ago, someone in sales was a very different animal. They worked in isolation. They worked, by themselves. They just got reports from their office and they just had goals and targets to hit. But in the last 10 years, the transparency that's created with the social revolution even has created transparency within the industry. It's created people to really believe in the brands. And they're not just an employee, because they can interact with the brand, they can follow their CEO on Twitter, they can interact with the Facebook fans. I mean, all of these things, the way the social revolution has affected sales and the transparency it's created around brands has changed the way people sell and changed the way people work for companies, and they want to believe more in their company because they know more about the company they work for. The company isn't just about a sales target. The company means something to them. It makes them feel a certain way. And that transparency that that the social world has given to salespeople has really changed the game. I've always known purpose was important, but other companies have taken to it slower because it doesn't necessarily resonate with traditional values of business and what you're taught in business school. It also is something that needs finesse and long-term planning. It's like planting a garden. You have to give it water, you have to give it some TLC, and then you get the fruits of your labor. Businesses have to work by quarters or yearly results, and they don't have the patience to foster something like purpose within their organization, because it really has to transcend what you do, and it has to be an intricate part of why you do what you do and an important part of your culture. That's not easy just to kind of launch as a test in the first quarter to see if it'll affect sales. You have to really believe in it, and you have to invest in it, and you have to give it a lot of time. You got to give it that water. You have to give it, let it grow, and then you get the fruits of all of your hard work. Businesses, especially fast companies, don't generally have that time or don't have that commitment. But now, today, you see companies actually existing and being successful and are kind of market leaders in their space because they've created that social relationship with their customers and created purpose around their brand. And so because there's results, people are more interested, of course. The purpose we discovered with working with Lisa McLeod was that we help people discover more passion, purpose, and happiness. The fact that we give people more passion, purpose, and happiness is really given us that laser focus that's united us all globally. It's transcended cultures, it transcends products, it transcends continents, and it's given us this laser focus and made us so powerful collectively.